There's this whole world inside you, right? A constant flow of thoughts, feelings, sensations. And in that inner world, there's a really big question that, honestly, we almost never stop to ask.
And of course it does. That knot of anxiety in your stomach, that rush of pure joy, the very weight of who you think you are, it all feels completely, totally real. It's probably the most immediate reality any of us know.
But is that feeling the whole truth? Is the appearance of a thing the same as the reality of it? And right there, that's where we're going to start.
To dig into this, we're going to turn to some ancient wisdom. The Bhagavad Gita doesn't just sort of ponder this question. It draws this incredibly sharp, ruthless line right down the middle, splitting everything that exists into just two camps.
So on one side, you've got what's called asat, the unreal. Now, this doesn't mean it's fake, not exactly. It just means it's temporary. It's everything that shows up, has its moment, and then it's gone. Think about it. Fear, pleasure, even your own identity. It all comes and goes. And then on the other side, there's sat, the real. And the real has one powerful, defining feature. It's constant. It is what it is, and it never, ever stops being. It never changes. And what's so striking here is just how absolute this is. From this viewpoint, anything, and I mean anything, that comes and goes lacks a true, lasting existence. It feels real, it looks real, but because it's temporary, it's not the ultimate reality. And the flip side of that is just as mind-bending. The real, sat, well, it can't not be there. It never disappears. It's the permanent, unchanging bedrock beneath everything else that's just flickering in and out of our awareness. You see, just getting this simple distinction, it can change everything. Okay, so how do you grasp a truth this big? You'd probably think it's through some really complex philosophy or maybe some deep-seated faith. But the text points us down a much more direct path, maybe even a more challenging one. The key word here is drishta. It means seen. This truth isn't something you're supposed to just believe in. It's not a concept your mind is supposed to explain away. It's an observation. It's something to be seen directly. It's about seeing, not just thinking. And the people who can do this, who can actually see this distinction, they're called the Tattvadarshi, the perceivers of reality. Their authority doesn't come from being great thinkers or debaters. It comes from the simple, profound act of direct sight. They have actually seen the line between what comes and goes and what always stays. All right, let's bring this whole idea home. We can run this experiment ourselves, right here, right now. All you have to do is just watch the flow of your own mind. Just notice it. 1 second you're thinking about your to-do list, the next it's a memory from 10 years ago, and the feelings, happiness can fade into boredom, which then gives way to a sudden flash of frustration. And even who you are changes. You're a parent, then a coworker, then a friend. All these roles shift all day long. It's all just constant flowing motion. But wait, just pause for a second. In the middle of all that chaos, all that coming and going, something in there isn't moving at all. There's an awareness in you that is aware of the thoughts, that notices the emotions, that plays all the roles, but it isn't any of those things. That quiet, steady awareness, that's what's closer to the real. It's the silent witness to the whole show, and it's never actually touched by any of it. And this brings us to why this distinction is so incredibly important in our actual lives. This isn't about some abstract idea for comfort. It's about a clarity that can change everything. See, most of us, we spend our entire lives building our sense of security, our sense of self, on things that are, by their very nature, unreal. We build our foundation on our fleeting opinions, our shifting emotions, our temporary identities. We're essentially trying to build a house on top of the weather. And that right there is why so many of us feel this constant, underlying hum of instability. It's because the very ground we've chosen to stand on is designed to move. We're looking for permanence in the one place it can never be found, in the realm of things that only come and go. So the core instruction here is incredibly simple and incredibly profound. Before you act, before you react, before you build your whole life on a feeling or an idea, just know what is real. See what's temporary. Learn to tell the difference between the passing show and the silent watcher. Because if you mistake the unreal for the real, your piece is going to come and go just like everything else. But if you can ground yourself in that which never changes, you find a kind of stability that the changing world can never, ever touch. So the only question left is the one you have to ask yourself. what are you building your life on? The storm or the silence that's watching it all?